Welcome back to our channel History Coins HD. As you that old is gold, but these rare $quarter coins that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them. You're lucky if you have one of these, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Coin number 1. Today's video is going to be full of thrill and excitement because we are going to explore one of the most iconic coins of American history, the Washington $quarter from 1776 to 1976. This is not just any quarter, this is a coin that celebrates 200 years of American independence, and it carries with it a story, a design, and a rarity that has made collectors chase after it with so much passion. So stay tuned and don't miss a single point, because this coin has secrets, errors, and unique features that could make it far more valuable than you ever imagined. The Washington $quarter bicentennial coin was minted in 1976 to honor the 200th anniversary of the United States. Instead of the regular eagle reverse that we all know, this special edition featured a majestic colonial drummer with a torch surrounded by 13 stars representing the original colonies. This design immediately set it apart, making it a coin that stood as a tribute to America's proud history and freedom. On the obverse, you still see the familiar portrait of George Washington, but the dual date 1776 to 1976 marks it forever as a symbol of America's bicentennial celebration. Now, what makes this coin truly exciting for collectors is not just the history, but also the varieties and rare errors that exist. Some coins were struck in silver instead of the usual copper nickel clad, and these silver issues are in high demand among collectors because they shine with a luster that regular coins simply cannot match. There are also rare double die errors and striking variations where the drummer boy design shows extra lines or shadows, and these little mistakes by the mint have turned ordinary quarters into treasures worth serious money. Collectors always say that condition is king, and that is especially true with the 1776 to 1976 Washington $quarter. If you find one that is uncirculated, with sharp details and no wear, it instantly stands out. Coins that were part of special proof sets or mint sets are even more desirable because their mirror-like finish or frosty appearance captures every little detail of the design. These are the coins that collectors will pay top dollar for at auctions, and the demand keeps climbing every year. For anyone who dreams of discovering a valuable coin, here's a tip. Always check your change carefully, especially older coins that people might have forgotten about in jars or drawers. Use a magnifying glass to examine the details on the drummer boy and the date. Look closely for doubled lettering, unusual marks, or any difference in the strike that could signal a mint error. These little details are what turn a common coin into a rare gem worth adding to your collection. And remember, storing your coin properly is also very important. Keep it safe in a protective case or holder so it doesn't get scratched or damaged, because condition makes a huge difference in value. Now let's talk about the part everyone has been waiting for, the value. A rare 1776 to 1976 Washington $quarter in pristine condition, especially one with a silver composition or an error variety, has sold in markets and auctions for an incredible amount. Some examples have reached the impressive figure of $45,000, making it one of the most sought-after modern commemorative quarters ever to exist. Just imagine, a simple quarter that once bought a gumball could today be worth tens of thousands if you're lucky enough to have the right one in your hands. So if you are a coin lover or just someone curious about what treasures might be hiding in your pocket change, keep your eyes open for the Washington $quarter bicentennial edition. Its history, its symbolism, its errors, and its collector demand make it one of the most thrilling coins to search for. Who knows, your next quarter could be the one that changes your collection forever. And that wraps up our deep dive into the United States Washington $quarter 1776 to 1976. Remember to like this video if you enjoyed learning about this rare and valuable coin, subscribe for more amazing coin discoveries, and share this with other collectors who love the thrill of the hunt. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and may you find that rare gem hiding in plain sight. Coin number 2. Today's video is going to be a real treat because we are diving into the story of the rare United States Washington $quarter from 1977. This is a coin that might look ordinary at first sight, but trust me, when we start looking deeper into its history, its uniqueness, and the rare errors that make it stand out, you will realize why collectors are chasing it and why you should never ignore this little piece of metal. I will reveal the true value of this coin in the end, so stay with me carefully and don't miss a single moment of this journey. The 1977 Washington $quarter is part of a long-running series that has been a cornerstone of American coinage for decades. The obverse carries the strong and noble profile of George Washington, the nation's first president, while the reverse still displays the proud eagle, wings outstretched in full power. Now, while millions of these coins were minted, not every coin is the same, and this is where things become interesting for collectors who love the thrill of the hunt. What makes the 1977 quarter rare and exciting is not only its age but also the hidden varieties and minting errors that slip through the minting process. There are double die errors where you can see extra lines or shadows in the lettering or the numbers. There are off-center strikes where the design is shifted and looks unusual. Even small misalignments or weak strikes can turn an everyday coin into a rare collector's piece. These errors are not flaws to a collector, they are treasures because each one is unique and one of a kind. Collectors always talk about condition, and this is the golden rule for the 1977 quarter as well. A coin that has been used heavily in circulation will not attract the same attention as one that looks crisp, clean, and uncirculated. If you were lucky enough to find a proof version or a high-grade mint state quarter from this year, you are holding something that can draw serious interest at coin shows and auctions. Proof coins especially are highly prized because they were struck with special care and shine with a mirror-like surface that makes every detail come alive. Now let me share a tip for collectors who are just starting or even for seasoned treasure hunters. Always check the date and the mint mark carefully on your quarters. In 1977, coins were struck at different mints including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, and sometimes the mint mark can carry big differences in desirability. A small letter under the date can change the story of the coin entirely. Also, make sure you examine the coin under good lighting or with a magnifier because the tiniest doubling or striking variation can mean the difference between pocket change and a rare collectible worth hundreds or even thousands. The thrill of this hobby is not just in the history but in the chase. Imagine walking into a flea market, a small antique shop, or even finding a quarter in an old jar at home and discovering that it has one of these rare errors. People have done it and later sold their coins in cities like New York, Chicago, or Los Angeles for thousands of dollars at auctions. That's the kind of excitement this coin carries, the possibility that you might be holding a fortune without even knowing it. Now the part you have been waiting for, the true value. A 1977 Washington quarter in uncirculated condition with a rare error has been known to reach the price of $25,000 in the market. Yes, you heard that right, $25,000 for a quarter that many people overlook every single day, so keep your eyes sharp and your passion alive. The 1977 Washington quarter is a coin that proves treasure is still out there waiting to be found. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new about this fascinating piece of American coinage, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you never miss another exciting discovery. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and maybe the next coin you find will be the one that changes your life forever. Coin number 3. We are going to talk about a coin that hides in plain sight but carries stories, secrets, and value that most people don't even imagine. Yes, I am talking about the United States Washington quarter dollar minted in 1988 with the D mint mark. This little coin could be sitting quietly in your change jar, but for collectors it holds a special place because of its uniqueness and the rare errors that make it stand out from the crowd. Stay with me till the very end because I will reveal the real value of this coin and you don't want to miss the thrilling detail. The 1988 D Washington quarter was struck at the Denver Mint during a time when millions were produced for circulation. The obverse carries the timeless portrait of George Washington, a symbol of leadership and history, while the reverse shows the proud eagle with wings stretched wide, clutching arrows and olive branches. This design had already become a classic by the 1980s, but every year new varieties and small differences make certain coins rise above the rest, and the 1988 D is no exception. Now let's get to what excites collectors the most, the errors and varieties that slip through minting. Some of these 1988 D quarters show double die errors where the lettering or date looks shadowed or doubled, making the coin instantly rare. Others may have off-center strikes where the design is shifted to one side, creating an odd but highly desirable appearance. There are even examples of weak strikes where the details do not appear fully, and these unusual traits can take a normal coin and transform it into something truly valuable for a collector's cabinet. Condition is everything when it comes to coins, and the 1988 D Washington quarter is no different. Circulated coins are interesting, but the ones that really catch eyes are those preserved in uncirculated or mint state condition. A coin that still shines with original luster, with sharp edges and no scratches, is the kind of piece that collectors dream about finding. Proof-like examples are even more sought after, and when combined with a rare error, the demand can skyrocket at shows and auctions across the country. Here is a little tip for every collector listening today. Always check the mint mark closely because that tiny D beneath the date is what connects your coin to the Denver Mint. Use a magnifying glass and pay close attention to the details on the letters, the numbers, and the eagle's feathers. Even the smallest variation can mean a big leap in value. Don't rush when searching your change, because treasures reveal themselves only to those who look carefully. And remember to store your coins properly, using protective holders to keep them safe from scratches and tarnish. Protecting condition is the same as protecting value. Imagine walking through a coin show in Dallas or attending an auction in New York City where collectors are eagerly bidding on rare coins. You see a 1988 D quarter with a dramatic off-center strike or a perfect uncirculated shine, and suddenly the room comes alive with excitement. That is the thrill this coin can bring, the ability to take something so ordinary and turn it into a prize that collectors will fight to own. Now comes the moment you have been waiting for, the true value of this coin. A rare 1988 D Washington quarter in pristine condition with an error has been known to sell for as high as $15,000. Yes, my friends, $15,000 for a coin that many people would still spend on a snack without a second thought, so keep your eyes open and your passion strong. The Washington quarter dollar from 1988 with the D mint mark is proof that treasures are still out there in everyday places, waiting to be discovered by sharp eyes and patient collectors. If you enjoyed this journey into the world of rare coins, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with fellow collectors. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and maybe your next coin find will be the one that changes everything for you. Coin number 4. I have something very special for you, a coin that might be sitting quietly in a collection or even hidden in an old jar of change but is far from ordinary. We are talking about the United States Washington quarter dollar from 1990 with the P mint mark. You may think it is just another quarter, but wait until you hear about its uniqueness, the rare errors, and the high demand it has in the market. Do not skip a second of this video because I will reveal the true value at the end and it will surprise you. The 1990 P Washington quarter was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and like all quarters of that era, it features the noble bust of George Washington on the obverse. On the reverse side, the proud eagle spreads its wings wide, holding arrows and olive branches as a symbol of strength and peace. Millions of these coins were minted, but not every single one is the same, and that is exactly what makes this coin so exciting for collectors across the world. What really raises the value of the 1990 P quarter are the rare minting errors that appeared during production. Some coins show doubling on the letters or numbers, where you can actually see shadow-like impressions that were never meant to be there. Others have off-center strikes where the design is shifted to one side, giving the coin a completely unusual and fascinating appearance. And there are also examples of weak strikes where the design is not fully imprinted, creating a softer look that immediately stands out to a trained eye. Each of these errors transforms an ordinary quarter into a one-of-a-kind collectible that serious collectors are eager to add to their cabinets. Condition plays a massive role in determining how valuable a 1990 P quarter can be. Coins that have been heavily circulated and show scratches or wear are not nearly as exciting as those kept in pristine, uncirculated condition. A coin that has been preserved with its original luster shining and all the details sharp can attract big attention at coin shows and auctions. Proof-like versions and high-grade mint state examples are especially desirable, and when they carry one of those rare mint errors, the demand can climb through the roof. Here's a valuable tip for every collector listening closely today. When you come across a 1990 P quarter, examine it carefully with a magnifier. Look at the edges of the letters, check the details of Washington's portrait, and study the feathers of the eagle. Any unusual doubling, shifting, or striking difference could mean you are holding a rare variety. And remember, always protect your coins in holders or cases, because scratches and damage can drastically lower the value. Preservation is key, and a well-kept coin will always command higher respect in the market. Imagine attending an auction in Chicago or New York where collectors are bidding fiercely over a rare 1990 P Washington quarter with a bold double die error. The excitement builds, the bids climb higher and higher, and suddenly a coin that once passed through hands for just 25 cents is selling for thousands. That is the kind of thrill this hobby brings, and that is why people are searching for coins like this with such passion. Now comes the moment you have been waiting for, the original market value of this treasure. A rare 1990 P Washington quarter in uncirculated condition with a significant mint error has been known to sell for as high as $12,000. Yes, you heard that right, $12,000 for a quarter that many people would overlook as ordinary pocket change. So keep hunting, keep collecting, and never underestimate the power of a small coin. The 1990p Washington quarter is proof that history, rarity, and condition can come together to turn 25 cents into thousands of dollars. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of America's hidden treasures, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with other collectors. Until next time, keep your eyes sharp and your passion alive, because the next coin you find could be your golden discovery. Coin number 5. We are diving into a very exciting piece of American coinage history, the Washington quarter dollar from the year 1972. This coin may look like a regular 25-cent piece at first glance, but behind its simple appearance lies a story of rarity, errors, and collector demand that has made this coin one of the most fascinating finds for coin lovers. Stay with me until the end, because I will reveal its true value in the market, and believe me, you will not want to miss this. The 1972 Washington quarter carries the proud image of George Washington on the obverse, and on the reverse the bold eagle, wings spread wide, standing as a symbol of American strength and freedom. Now here is where it gets exciting. Millions were minted, but some of these coins came out with minting mistakes that transformed them from ordinary into extraordinary treasures. Those mint errors are what make the 1972 quarter so valuable today, and collectors are always on the hunt for them. Some of the most eye-catching errors found on this coin include double die obverse, where the date and the word Liberty appear with shadow-like doubling, giving the coin a rare and unusual appearance. Then there are off-center strikes, where the entire design looks shifted, leaving a blank crescent of metal on the coin, something that immediately catches a collector's attention. There are also examples of weak strikes, where the details are faint and incomplete, giving the coin a unique look compared to fully struck examples. These are the types of coins that bring energy to auctions and excitement to private sales. Condition, of course, matters more than anything. A heavily circulated 1972 quarter that has scratches and wear is far less attractive compared to one preserved in mint state condition. Collectors are always looking for coins that shine with their original luster, where Washington's hair details are sharp and the eagle's feathers are bold. When a 1972 quarter has both high-grade condition and a rare error, the value can rise dramatically and turn a small piece of pocket change into a prized collectible. Now here's a tip for every collector who dreams of finding one of these treasures. Always examine the date carefully with a magnifier, because doubling is not always obvious to the naked eye. Pay close attention to the word Liberty and In God We Trust as well, since those areas often reveal signs of doubling. Also, look for coins that seem off balance or shifted, as these can be off-center strikes. And one more important thing, always store your coins in holders or protective cases, because even the smallest scratch can lower their appeal and their value. Remember, collectors respect condition as much as rarity. Picture this: you are at an auction in Dallas or a coin show in Los Angeles, and a stunning 1972 Washington quarter with a strong double die error comes up for bidding. Collectors raise their paddles one after another, the price climbs higher, the excitement builds, and suddenly a coin once used to buy a candy bar decades ago is selling for thousands. That is the magic of coin collecting, and that is why coins like the 1972 quarter are always in demand. And now, the most thrilling part of this story, the original market value of this coin. A rare 1972 Washington quarter in uncirculated mint state with a bold error has been known to sell for as much as $6,000 in the coin market in auctions. Yes, $6,000 for a coin that many people would overlook in their pocket change. So keep searching, keep collecting, and keep that passion alive, because treasures like the 1972 Washington quarter remind us that history can be found in the smallest places. This coin proves that even a simple quarter can carry stories of rarity, uniqueness, and great value. If you enjoyed this journey into the world of coins, make sure to like this video, share it with other collectors, and subscribe for more amazing coin discoveries. Until next time, happy collecting, and may your next coin be a rare treasure waiting to be found.